Welcome. I wanted to start by showing the placement of the hands on the blocks. So my fingers are spread wide and I'm slightly gripping the block. We'll be using this later. Now just go ahead and come onto your back, extend the arms up like you're going to do a crow pose, and then bend the knees. And we're just going to take tiny pulses with the breath, imagining that the knees are reaching all the way to the shoulders. You're taking 10, and after your 10th when you're holding for 5 to 10 more seconds, really getting into that burn and breathing. And once you've finished all that, relax down, keep the knees bent, and just windshield wiper the legs side to side. Let yourself rest for a moment. We're going to do this again. This time we're going to take 5, and on the 5th one we're going to hold. So you're taking 5 tiny pulses and then holding for 5. And then do it one more time. 5 pulses. Hold at the top for 5 seconds. And release down. Windshield wiper the legs one more time. Grab the backs of the legs, rock yourself up. We're coming into Bakasana. Fingers are spread wide and your back is rounded. The arms are slightly bent. The knees are resting on the triceps. Your gaze is slightly forward and steady, and you're leaning forward until the feet come away from the floor. I'm alternating feet. You can always keep one toe onto the floor if you're feeling that you're not quite there yet. But it's all about trusting ourselves, trusting in our own strength, inward and outward strength. So we're going for this one more time, and this pose can happen simply by leaning forward and, like I said, trusting yourself. You don't actually have to pick the feet up. They will naturally come away from the floor. Now we're doing straight arm. You can always stay with the bent arm variation. I like to enter with my arms already straight. And when I enter this pose, my head actually lifts more than it does when my arms are bent. Heels are reaching for the bottom, for your bum. And we're going to go again. This time we're going to float out of it. Hands come down, arms are straight. Inhaling, exhaling as we go into the pose, leaning forward, strength strong. And when we jump back, we just lean forward and float the legs back. So it's just a tiny, tiny leaning forward, legs lift back. Here we go again. Gonna show it one more time. So I bend my elbows slightly, lean a little forward. Whew. Very nice, you guys. Now we're grabbing the blocks, placing them down on the long edge. So my spine is rounded, my arms can be bent, and I'm leaning forward. If both feet can lift at the same time, great. If not, you can always alternate, just like I'm showing. Now I've got both feet, and I'm just playing around with balance and strength and finding new movements in the body. Taking about 10. Now I'm lifting both heels toward the bum and release. So on the next one, I'm going to have straight arms. You can always have the arms bent, and I'm going to attempt to lift both the heels simultaneously all the way up, straightening the arms, rounding the spine, tailbone toward the navel. Now let's take the blocks a little higher. Let's rest for a second. You got this. You can do this. It's a good day. It's a beautiful day. Here we go. Bent or straight arms. Actually, it's bent arms here because it's too hard to go in with straight arms for me. One knee at a time. Gaze is steady. Okay, I wanted my knees a little higher. Here we go. One knee balancing first, and then bringing the other knee on board and balancing there. So I'm just trying to straighten the arms and bend the arms a bit. That's what all that movement was about. Now let's just stretch the wrist out, take the backs of the hands toward one another, and just make circles both ways. Okay, final one here on this round, taking the blocks as high as they can go and getting your arms set and then placing one knee onto the tricep and then sort of crawling the other knee up to the tricep. If you're super strong, maybe you can just get both of them up there. I don't know, but it's worth trying and having a little fun with. Take the long edge of the mat and a wide-legged forward fold, and then move into Malasana, have a seat. So arms are going to be wide here. You're going to place the triceps up against the shins and keep everything wide. It's a wide crow pose, and your bottom stays down. So your back is a little more flat than rounded, and the arms are wider. Some people find this pose much easier. It's just something to play around with. And then turn and face the front of your mat in a downward dog. Walk your hands toward your feet. Come back into a Malasana at the back of your mat. Take a twist here, one arm up, one arm down, doing each side, getting ready to do some floats forward. Now yours may look like a hop because your tailbone is not coming up too high, but just make your way toward the front and back of the mat, ensuring that the weight is in the hands and that you're really using the upper body and building that strength. Now I'm getting ready to lift the hips even higher and see how slow I can float down. So all the while making that crow pose shape, going back and forward, inhaling and exhaling. Very nice, you guys. Now make your way onto your shins. We're coming into a variation of Camel Ustrasana pose. Stretching up, engaging the glutes, bringing the hands to the low back. They're pointing up toward the sky. They're supporting the low back, stretching here, lengthening in the front of the body, and exhaling, releasing down, child's pose, Balasana. Thank you so much for joining. You're amazing.